Hello there, I am a little human being that goes by the name of Kat, and it's finally time on this channel that we talk about anxiety. But this isn't gonna be sad though. We're gonna look at this horrible thing from another perspective, as we do when we're trying to figure things out in life. I have had crippling anxiety my entire life, and it's only been the past few years, and especially the past few months, that I've been able to kind of confront this little bitch of a disorder and fight it face to face. And trust me, that is what needs to be done if you're gonna fight this. I've been off my medication for 4 months now, and I'm just dealing with it straight on, head on. Nothing's numbing it. We're tussling. Personally, for me, I can remember my first conscious memories being scared of what people thought of me. Like, I was 2 or 3 years old and these adults were laughing at me, and I was like, oh god, this makes me nervous, and just started crying. But as I've gotten older, it's become less social and more just generalized. Everything scares me, especially big issues like friendships and relationships and love and death. When I was 12 years old, like right before I was diagnosed, I would lay in bed and freak out to my mom about all these weird scenarios about war and disease and all these horrible, violent things, and basically freak myself the fuck out. Basically, there's a big difference between being anxious and having anxiety disorder. Being anxious is just you have these thoughts and you get all worked up and you maybe have panic attacks from here and there, you know. But anxiety disorder is like there's a little guy right here and he's like, bad things are gonna happen, and you're like, you stop. and basically you deal with this every second of every day. The longer you let this go on, the more you think, oh, this is normal. It's normal to think negatively. It's normal to think all these horrible bad thoughts, but it's not normal. But the thing is, we have the power to change our minds, to change the way we think, so let's do it. Me and you right now, let's change, let's be happy. The universe is constantly testing us, testing to make sure we're doing the right thing, testing to make sure that we're handling situations correctly. So anxiety is basically just this big test that the universe is putting us through. In Christianity, they have the quote that God will never give you more than you can handle. And that goes the same with the universe. The universe isn't going to give us something we can't handle. We're these human beings that can sit here and breathe without thinking. So what's a little something wrong with our brain gonna do to us? Nothing. We got this. Alan Watts once said that a person who thinks too much has nothing left to think about but their thoughts. And that is the damn truth about us people with anxiety. I can't promise you that it'll go away, but I swear to you that it will get easier to deal with if you fight it. We can say all these things and give advice and listen to advice, but the only way we're really gonna quiet our minds is if we practice what we're preaching. So here's what we gotta do. When an anxious thought enters our beautiful little minds, we have to first think about it. Why did we think that? Why are we afraid of that? Why are we afraid of this potential happening, or whatever the bad thought is? Why did we think that? Then we can use that understanding to better our minds. We realize that, oh, we're afraid of this, and we need to teach ourselves to not be afraid of that, to not be afraid of anything eventually. And then finally, we let that thought go. It comes to us, we process it, we understand it, and then we let it go. We can't keep dwelling on it and adding to it. We're just gonna make it worse. We have to just, it comes here, we're like, hey buddy, and then goodbye. It goes off to college. Of course, each scenario is different, but here's an example. Like, you're walking in the mall with your friends, and a group of people over there are laughing, and you think, oh my god, they're laughing at me. Well, why did you think that? You're afraid that they're judging you, if you're afraid that they won't accept you. Why do you care if they're judging you? Why do you care if they're not accepting you? You shouldn't. So you understand that you're afraid and you want to be accepted, but you don't have to be accepted. You understand that? It's so simple. but we love to cling to our thoughts, especially us deep thinkers and philosophers. We love to think, but the thing is we can't overindulge in thinking, just like food or other pleasures. We can't overindulge in it. We have to find a middle way. But then at the same time, if we're not thinking at all, then we're either dead or we've reached nirvana and like just staying up there. So we need to find time in our day to meditate or at least just think good things. Positivity, it's addicting. I know negativity is addicting too. I know it feels like sometimes that being sad and negative is all you're good at, but I promise you, you're more than this. You're more than laying in bed at night, bawling your eyes out, wishing you could escape your body. You're more than this. You're more than all of this. You're a magical, mystical energy force that's just so happening to make its way through a little human creature right now. You are this exact moment of a never-ending flow of energy. Just sit and think about that. You will feel the love and warmth that you've been so desperately looking for in other aspects of existence. My camera is about to die, but I was already done with this video. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!